From WRAL News and the Capital Broadcasting Podcast Network, this is your Coronavirus North Carolina News Brief for Thursday, July 16th, 2020. I'm Cliff Baumgardner. Here's the latest from WRAL.com. Today, Governor Roy Cooper announced the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services has launched new online tools to help Spanish-speaking North Carolinians disproportionately impacted by the coronavirus pandemic. The new online tools are intended to help people know if they may need a test, how to get a test, and how to monitor their own symptoms if advised to do so. North Carolina's Latinx population is being disproportionately impacted by COVID-19. As of mid-July, they represent 44% of cases where ethnicity is known, although they make up just 9% of the state's population. Many in the Latinx community work in essential industries that North Carolina relies upon, such as construction, childcare, and food processing. Often this work is in environments where social distancing can be challenging, health insurance is not provided, and for a sick person, staying home could create a significant financial burden. Speaking about the new tools, the governor said, quote, "Reliable information is a powerful tool to fight COVID-19. This Spanish-language symptom checker will help people identify symptoms and then connect them with resources to know where to get tested. All of this is important to slowing the spread of the disease," end quote. The resources can be found online at covid19.ncdhhs.gov. Durham Public School administrators are strongly considering opening the school year with all classes taught online because of concerns over the pandemic. District officials are expected to discuss the matter at a school board meeting today. On Tuesday, Governor Cooper issued statewide guidelines to start the school year on August 17th. School districts could either provide a mix of classroom and remote instruction or teach all students online. State health officials provided extensive protocols for masks, social distancing, hygiene, cleaning, and how to handle possible infections. Some Durham teachers were upset at the plan, saying they felt it put their lives in jeopardy because North Carolina's coronavirus caseload and the number of people hospitalized with COVID-19 continue to grow. Durham's Plan B mix of in-person and remote learning calls for having all high school students stay at home for online instruction, while elementary and middle school students would be taught in person, using the empty high schools to shift classes around for social distancing. The Durham School's superintendent said he would consider input from worried teachers as district officials finalize plans for the 2020 through 2021 school year. Durham's potential move comes as a wave of students in the Wake County public school system are opting for online-only classes for the fall semester. About 1/5 of the students in the district have already applied for the Wake County Public School System Virtual Academy, and the application period remains open until next Monday. Durham will offer a similar online academy for some students if it sticks with its hybrid model. The coronavirus pandemic may be changing how people vote in North Carolina, with requests for mail-in absentee ballots setting records. Election officials across North Carolina won't even start sending out absentee ballots until the first week of September, but about 70,000 people have already requested them, 4 times more than at this point in 2016. That's according to Michael Bitzer, a political science and history professor at Catawba College. Bitzer analyzed the absentee ballot request numbers from all 100 counties statewide and said requests from rural counties are twice as high as they were 4 years ago. Urban counties are running 4 times higher, and the suburban communities around the urban ones have received 5 times more requests than at this point in 2016. Bitzer said concerns about standing in long lines and being in crowded polling places during the pandemic could explain the high numbers. Because of changes to state law after the 2018 election fraud scandal in the 9th Congressional District, the political parties of people requesting mail-in ballots are no longer public record, so it's unclear who might benefit from the early surge. Bitzer estimates as many as 40% of North Carolina voters may vote by mail this fall, compared to just 5% in typical elections. That could change how long it takes to declare a winner in close races. And lastly, new sales tax reports provide a glimpse at how the coronavirus-related shutdowns in April affected the state economy, as well as what people were and were not spending money on while at home. April was when North Carolina was mostly closed down due to the pandemic. Although Governor Roy Cooper started limiting some business activities in late March, his stay-at-home order didn't take effect until March 30th, and he didn't start easing restrictions until May. Tax figures show retail sales statewide in April were down about 13% when compared with April 2019. The hardest hit sector was hotels and lodging, where sales were down 77% compared with the previous year. Clothing and apparel sales were down 58%, while restaurants were down 41%. But some sectors actually did get better during this period. Grocery sales were up 3% compared with the year before. Lumber and building materials were up by 4%, and consumer merchandise sales were up 5%. Those last two categories make up a significant part of the overall total, which probably helped to keep the revenue hit from being worse. North Carolina's economy fared better in April than the national market. From March to April, the U.S. saw retail sales fall about 17%, but in North Carolina, that month-to-month decline was only 11%. This has been your Coronavirus North Carolina News Brief for Thursday, July 16th, 2020. As always, if you like the information and resources you get from this show, let us know. Leave a rating and review wherever it is you listen. And while you're there, don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss our new episodes. Thanks for listening.